In 170 years, no British team has ever won it. But later this year, Sir Ben Ainslie and Ineos Team UK will head to Auckland in New Zealand to challenge for the 36th running of the America's Cup. And they'll do it in a radical new form of boat. The AC75 really does have to be seen to be believed.
They're different. They're the first monohulls really that are lifting up on foils and flying. Certainly this scale, 75 feet. It's really weird, that sensation that you're coming away from the water. It actually feels really natural. And when we get up there, you know, we're up around 50 knots of boat speed, which for a power boat is really going some, but for a sailing boat is really phenomenal speeds. It's a fantastic opportunity for sailing because it's now brought the sport alive to that younger generation who are looking for speed and excitement. And it's incredible to be out there foiling on these boats. It's such a thrill.
It's a design competition as much as a sailing event. Are you confident as a syndicate that you're going to get that right?
I think it's going to be one of the toughest, if not the toughest on record to win when you look at the lineup of the teams. You know, you need great designers, great sailors, and you need the funding in the America's Cup. And I think for the first time in a long time for a British team, we've got those three key ingredients. So yeah, we're confident. We've got a great team. This organisation started for Bermuda 2017. We've come a huge way since then, and we've got to keep going until we get the job done.
How did the whole COVID thing affect your program, your journey towards AC36?
Well, the COVID crisis has been a challenge for us, as it has been for everybody. As I always say in the America's Cup, time is everything, and you can't buy time. And you know, we were shut down. You know, obviously day by day we were missing time on the water, which was frustrating. As the lockdown restrictions slowly eased, and we made some changes to the setup of the boat so we could sail with fewer people and keep our social distancing going. But yeah, I won't lie, it's been a difficult time.
So what's the immediate timeline, Ben? What are the next steps in terms of you getting out to Auckland, transporting the boat and all that?
Yeah. So next steps for ours are finishing off our sailing period here, which is another couple of weeks. Then we get our second boat over from the yard in Southampton, just across the way. That boat gets shipped in September, and the team will start going from late August through to late September. That transition to Auckland, which is a tricky one with the quarantining, so we have to do 2 weeks of quarantine when we get to New Zealand. And we should be sailing, you know, early October.
You mentioned earlier about the second boat. How much development in terms of design and difference is there between the first one and the second one?
That's a massive amount of development, as you'd expect with a new class of boat. So our designers and engineers have really been up against it. Of course, with boat 2, they've had more time, been able to observe what some of the opposition have been doing. And so there's a massive difference between the boats. The performance will be huge. How
realistic are you about A, getting through the Challenger Series, the Prada Cup, B, if you get to an America's Cup, beating Team New Zealand?
Well, like I said, all of these teams are really strong. So just to get through the Challenger Series, we've got our work cut out. And then you get through that challenge and you're up against effectively the All Blacks of the sailing world on their home waters. So it doesn't get any tougher than that. But that's what makes it special, you know, that challenge. If you can achieve that goal against that sort of lineup, that's an incredible achievement.